Hi friends, it's Jennifer with Jennifer at Home. I'm so happy you're here today to encourage me to do a little more decluttering. Let's get started. Sometimes decluttering can be so overwhelming. I sure know about that because I have some projects around my house that I've been putting off for a very long time. And this year, at the start of the year, I just decided that this is the year that I'm not only going to declutter, but get organized. And so many times I've organized and organized things, moved them from place to place, room to room, closet to closet, drawer to drawer, moving and moving and moving things, always thinking that I was getting them more organized and more under control. However, I finally realized that I'm not getting anything under control as long as I'm not decluttering the excess. So today we're going to take a look at my great big sewing box, and we're going to eliminate most of the things in there and get it organized once and for all. So if you'd like to start the decluttering process and you're not sure where to begin, maybe just take on a small category, maybe a tackle box for fishing, or maybe just a drawer in your dresser, a shoe category maybe some handbags, just one topic at a time. It doesn't have to be big and important. It doesn't have to be an entire room. Just take on a small project like I'm doing today. I don't know why I have so many sewing items when I don't even enjoy sewing. I used to sew years ago and make my kids all sorts of Halloween costumes and different things, but now I don't make any of those things anymore, and I only keep these sewing things just for an emergency. Maybe if we're missing a button on a shirt, I can quickly sew one on, or maybe if something needs fixed or mended, I can quickly repair that. Let's get started and see what we come up with. So here's a big box I've set aside to designate for sewing. I was so proud that I made a label and labeled it sewing box. However, that's the extent of the organization as far as it comes to this box. Alright friends, here's what I have to deal with. This is a huge amount of stuff that I just had in that big box that I had thrown in there over the years. I always keep a piece of poster board from the Dollar Tree so I can easily just put this out on the bed and dump everything out and make a quick decision. I always find that my best decisions when decluttering are the ones that I make quickly and then don't second guess. I'll make a pile to throw away, and then I'll make a pile to donate and a pile to keep. Okay, let's take a look and see how we did. Everything is divided up in its categories. This is the trash pile. All of these things were in that box and they were completely unnecessary, leaving me to dig through every time I wanted to find even one little single button. And as you can see, speaking of buttons, these are the only buttons out of the hundreds of buttons in the box that I saved. All of these buttons are buttons that could easily be replaced on a jacket or a shirt. Most of my husband's shirts have small white buttons, and the other buttons, I went back and checked a couple of my jackets, and I checked my husband's jackets, and some of these larger buttons actually are replacement buttons for those jackets, so I'll keep those as long as we have the jackets. And then I just kept a few other little things, my scissors, some needles, and a few sewing necessities. The threads I kept are neutral threads in a white or a very, very pale color that I can easily use to replace buttons with. And I have a couple other, a darker, I have a black, a light blue, and a navy blue that I can use if any of my husband's pants or anything need to be fixed or repaired. I also have a crochet hook here. Although I don't crochet, this hook is great if you do get a snag in a sweater or a part of the sweater gets pulled. You can just poke a crochet needle through and pull it back through the other side. So you can easily mend a pull on a sweater just with a crochet hook. And these are all of the items to be donated. All of the extra threads and all of the extra safety pins and some needles and all sorts of little other things. Plus I have a large bundle of fabric that I'll be donating as well. And I have a bag full of hundreds of buttons. All of these buttons will be donated. Okay, and here we have it. The sewing machine, pedal and cord, and books. Then we have the bag with the thread. And that's just a little bit larger than a sandwich size bag. And then this is about a 1-gallon zip top bag. All of the things I need for sewing are right in this little bag. I'm so happy to have the sewing box cleaned out. It is so nice and refreshing to only have just a few small little bags of items left from the large box. I don't need this tote any longer, or all of the things I plan to donate, the threads and extra sewing supplies that I don't need, and I have a large bag of trash that I can easily throw away. Now the next time I need a small button or need to do a small little sewing project, I can just pull out the couple little bags, take what I need, and put the rest away so easily. I'm so glad you joined me today, friends. Thank you so much for being here. It really encouraged me to get this big sewing box under control. I'm so happy to have set so many things aside to donate, things that could be really useful to someone else. And I hope that this encourages you to take on a project, even a small one, at your house and declutter and organize it as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and as always, subscribe.